All right. So the week before last, when we got to play, we had a short stream because of technical difficulties. Hopefully, we don't have that tonight. But last week, the group set out from Greenest to track down the cultists and find out what was going on. Find out why the raid, what are the goals of the cult. If they planned on attacking again, they're just going to try to get as much information as they can. So they set out from Greenest, following the path that the raid took, and ran into a small group of stragglers. After waiting for the kobolds to leave, they ambushed the stragglers, promptly killed 3 of them, taking 1 unconscious to question, finding out that between them and the camp there was a rear guard, and they would be able to skirt the rear guard if they wanted, or ambush them, and that the camp was pretty complacent at the moment. The group was not very fearful that they would be followed. So we'll pick up from good old Flint murdering that cultist that they just finished interrogating.
I don't believe I was the one that did the murdering.
You didn't drag your warhammer across his throat?
I did not.
I
That would make no sense. That would be the bluntest death.
I mean, warhammers can have
Take a
spikes on the back of
warhammer
them.
and just like rub it against his throat until he gets friction.
Like, I was not involved. I was never there. I looked to the side.
I might have been the one who killed them.
Either way, let's pick up.
Savage, man.
So what do y'all want to
Slit
do?
his throat with my warhammer.
So we're away from the straggler section or straggler location for the moment, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we were just making it look like it was a beast attack and moving on.
Which was pretty easy with the giant honey badger.
Fairly
Sweet.
easy.
Since we have an idea where it's at, perhaps we should stay off the road and make our way, try to avoid this last 6 or 7 rear guard.
Sounds like a game plan.
Yeah, that's all right. But I'd like to take point if you don't mind.
Go right ahead.
Alright, so y'all are moving out.
Take the lead, although, may the gods bless your rolls.
What are you doing with your horses?
Leaving them behind, I think.
Get them off somewhere off the road.
So how far are you going to stay away from the road? Are you going to keep it in sight?
What's the terrain like?
Mostly grassy plains. Grass is about 3 feet tall.
Flat.
Pretty flat at this point.
Maybe 300 yards out.
Make a perception check. Nice.
I'm receptive.
You can, especially if you use the tree that y'all were kind of interrogating underneath, you can climb up a bit and see that the path they took, pretty straightforward, but it travels along the plains before reaching into a decently hilly area. Not quite mountains, but large masses of hills with I would say a plateau a couple miles away.
My suggestion would be that whoever takes lead have the ability to keep an eye on the road while the rest of us try to stay on the opposite side of the hill. That way, if we cross the rear guard, they won't see us coming because you're so small.
Are you calling me short?
I mean, I'm short. You're small. SMOL. Something I came up with. Shorthand.
It sounds really original.
It is.
Which side of the road are you going to travel on? Currently on the west side.
I would say stay on this side because the goblins went on the other side.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's good.
All right.
I'm gonna hang back a little bit since I'm kind of easily spotted.
Is it Thalia or Talia? I can't always forget.
Thalia.
Is Thalia still a honey badger?
Yes, she
Yeah.
is.
Nice.
So I'm a little bit bigger, so if I hang back a little bit more, maybe I won't be easily spotted and, yeah, there.
Large honey badgers, they're very common in this area.
Oh, totally. Like,
You can't
You
talk
know-
to them, by the way.
pale honey badgers. Totally noticeable. See them everywhere.
Large pale honey badgers.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, technically, if she was small,
Seen in the wild, everywhere.
She is large.
Elmira should be able to speak to her,
She is
regardless
not.
of her size.
She is not small. She is large.
Speak small badger, maybe large badger speaks the same language.
Her fur is so soft.
It's really not. It is very thick, bristly fur.
So soft.
EHICC.
All right, so I need stealth checks from everyone. Advantage, except for Thalia.
Okay.
Nice. I give myself guidance too. Alright.
Yeah, get those big rolls out. Yeah. Oh, now one's here.
No,
I
you
did-
got that at the last game.
I did make the necessary sacrifices, by the way. So it shall never happen again.
15. Wow, that was
But it was
garbage.
memorable, so that's worth it.
I rolled a 6 and an 8.
Thalia and Artem. I need stealth checks. Artem with advantage.
Oh, I thought you said
I need
except for Thalia.
a straight stealth check from
Okay.
because you're a giant honey badger.
Okay.
Look, she blends in.
Yeah.
Does she?
Not sure about that.
Think
You said it was just straight?
yeah, straight stealth. Think
Okay.
polar bear in
Yeah, not bad.
Ohio plains.
Hey. Are you making fun of the fact that I'm pale as hell?
Where that you're from Ohio.
Yeah. I'm.
Artem, aren't you our rogue?
I work third shift. I don't see sunlight. It's
Yeah,
the way it goes.
Has advantage too.
Oh, I got advantage. My bad.
I don't know. Every time I drive through Ohio, it smells like a paper
I'll
mill.
keep that 15 then, I guess.
Cornfields and cows.
Pretty much.
So you guys start traveling with Elmira sticking closer to the road, still in the grass. About another hour south, the road actually narrows a bit into a bit of a valley. Two large hills that are kind of cliff faces, about 30 feet up, is where the road travels between.
Gotcha.
And I mean, immediately first thought is that this would be the spot for an ambush. And Elmira, since you're actually fairly close to the road, and rolled fairly high stealth, you're able to traverse most of it without being seen, but roll a perception check.
Nice.
How slow are we going if we've moved an hour and haven't made 5 miles?
You're going stealthy.
Nice.
So you're
6.
look, you don't notice really much out of the ordinary, but you're able to scoot past without being seen, without an issue. And
I'm all about scooting.
about, I'd say probably another hour.
Indicator go off.
Sorry, that was my work phone. I apologize.
I'd say about another hour, y'all are able to get pretty close to that plateau, and you can see that the ground actually stays pretty level for a few hundred feet before moving upwards on either side of what actually is a dip. And you can see that all that foot traffic had gone down into the dip in the middle of that plateau.
So we're on the precipice of the plateau or the base?
Kind of in the middle of it, actually, with the way it's set up.
Okay.
The road actually curves a little bit east as you're making your way to it.
Okay, and then all the foot traffic leads down into the depression in the
Yes.
middle. Okay, I gotcha. I motion all the others and follow the tracks.
The grass ends pretty close to the road there as it widens out into that depression, and it just goes down low grass, wide open area. And I will show you guys.
Ooh, we got a map too. This is fancy.
So far, you've seen no other cultists up the top. And if you would like, you can actually take the time to walk around that depression. It'd probably take like 2 hours, but it would give you a decent view.
I don't think we have time for that. If we're trying to...
The map?
Huh?
Did you put this on a new map?
We see no map. There,
there
we
it
go.
is.
I was
Nice.
like, I don't see a map.
Oh, it's my game. Oh, it's a handout.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm like, why can't I zoom in?
Zoom in with your mind's imagination.
So
Imagination.
that northwest portion is where the road comes in. And you see how it's widened out a few hundred feet at that point.
Do we see these tents scattered about on the depression floor here?
What's this handout that you speak of? Because I'm just on that same map.
Like, you're not special enough to get the handout, so
Whoa!
Refresh your
Cold.
refresh your
So quick.
forge.
Uncool.
Or
Sorry.
foundry.
sorry, I'm feeling sassy tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, bring that tomorrow.
I like it.
But from your position, you could see the first set of tents. Actually, with the way it goes down, make a perception check for me.
Okay.
I'm going to give her guidance.
Can I describe how clammy I am when he touches me?
I don't actually touch.
You have to.
I believe it's the touch spell. I believe.
Yeah.
It is a touch spell.
Then I don't do it.
All right.
Oh.
I have succeeded.
Yeah, you get a good look. You can see the camp, and you can see right now there's only one guard in that first guard tower, and he's not even looking at anything. He's just kind of lost. Looks like he's lost in his own sauce. There we go. Words and stuff and things are hard.
Lost in the sauce, okay. And just one guard, or
Yeah, a single guard in the tower. You see a few other cultists just milling about. Everybody just seems like they're having a good time. There's no one's walking around doing patrols.
Fireball.
There's sentries.
But there are a lot of them.
Is there, if we take our time, do we notice any tents that possibly could be having extra guards, like as if there were a prisoner in there?
Off the bat, no.
We just took our time. Squinted.
If you took your time and stayed in one spot and tried to look,
are the others near me at the moment?
I don't know. Are y'all near him?
I
Her?
thought we were all moving together.
Yeah, I thought we were.
Then yeah.
So Elmira looks back and she says, "Look, the one in the guard tower. We're gonna have to take care of him first before we move on closer into the camp."
Oh, that's going to be a tall order.
Now, I know the badger actually has keen smell. Do I notice anything different as we go along? Do I smell...
Oh yeah, you smell a half elf.
I always smell you guys, and it's not pleasant, trust me.
None of us are half elves, so
Look, I'm just trying to air myself out.
yeah,
It's been
you
a long
guys
hike.
need showers. Bad.
dwarves don't take showers.
Find a river.
I don't even know if Thalia would know what a half elf smells like.
It smells like chicken. Everything else.
That's what elves smell like. Elves smell like chicken.
Because, I mean, she knows what the cultists smell like, because, you know, we've been butting heads with them a while, and she knows what the
Right, you
cobalt
snooped.
smells like.
I mean, you've unmasked like 3 cultists because you took their masks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've all been
But-
human.
And I have a mask on me.
Yeah. But y'all also didn't
Which one
really.
Which one doesn't smell like a human, a goblin, or a dragonborn?
Not even sure any of them would have distinctive smells.
Then how
Right.
does my dog know my son is my son?
Dun dun dun.
Dog's been around a long time. I mean, these cultists, you don't know how long they've been together. They could all smell the same, having traveled
You're
together
not
for so
old.
long.
Don't listen to him. You're just a puppy.
Anyway, look, me and Artem can sneak up into the guard tower. We can take him out.
I mean,
He's got my.
that pack of tents to the southwest of that guard tower, there are quite a few cultists milling about. And it is an open area.
Look, I'm fully endorsing this plan.
We're going to attempt to sneak up on the guard tower, kill the guard stealthily.
Yes, of course. Then I can take up position in the guard tower, and I can signal to you if anyone's coming close.
How long has it been since I first wild shaped? Since it's been in between the...
Oh, yeah, actually, yeah, you wouldn't be a honey badger anymore. You would be Thalia.
Okay, because it's been between one day to the next, so I'm like, how long has
Well,
it
your
been?
travel time was like probably 2, maybe 3 hours.
Okay, so I'm back to... Oh, God, it's Thalia covered in blood.
Nah, it magic,
Then you said we smell bad.
changing back to wild shape.
Yes, I love magic.
Yeah, you're more covered in gristle.
No, come on. Just let's stick with magic.
Still faintly smelling of that weird honey badger musk, though.
I'm okay with that, cause let's face it, she's likes the outdoors and she's not exactly the cleanest anyways, so I'm cool
Got a
with that.
copier smell. A copy. Copper? Copier smell.
She's fur anyway, so I'm cool with it.
I was imagining that cologne by Fabio.
Good club.
Oh my god. As we were, yeah, let's Proceed.
Is that an old reference? Am I old now? Does anyone know who Fabio is?
Your age is
Yeah, we know who Fabio is.
your age is showing.
Ah, damn it.
That's some of the younger viewers are probably going, what the fuck?
He got just look up dude gets hit in the face with a bird. And then you'll see what I mean.
Okay. Which side are we rolling off to right now?
I'm assuming we're in the northwest part of this handout.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I still never received that handout.
Well, what do you say, Artem? Do you want to try and take out this guard tower guard with me?
How many of them did you spot up in there? Just because. Oh,
There's-
there it is.
Ah.
It just popped up. Alright, so this guard tower in the northwest, how many of them did we spot?
In the tower, only one.
Only one? Sure.
Now,
If you want.
looking at that space between those tents and the guard tower, all the tents right there is
Yeah.
wide open space.
No grass or any type of cover.
No cover whatsoever. Along the outside of the camp, you see the dark bushes. Those are good cover. You can use the rocks along the wall. There's a lot of rocks, just boulders that had fallen over time.
Wonder if we shouldn't do a little skedaddle along the north edge here and go after that other guard tower, the one off on the cliff. That's a little bit more exposed.
Well, do we actually see that guard tower in the distance?
You can see it, but you can't really make out details. You can't see
Okay.
how many people are in it.
Just because that's a nice elevated spot.
Yeah, that one's actually about 30 feet up from that ground floor.
Gotcha. And then
The guard
is
towers are about 20 feet tall.
Yeah, is that next step up from it? Is that one about level with the guard tower, or is it still a bit above that as well?
It's a bit above the guard tower, but not by much.
Oh, it's a bit above? Ooh, even better. Yeah, if we stood around the top there, then we could have a downward shot right into
Yeah.
whoever's guarding in there.
Just
And then
death
from
from
there, we
above,
also
and I
have
mean, if they're
better-
complacent.
Yeah, we also have a better observation point too to keep an eye on what's going on in that camp from that side.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if we wanted to sneak in, we're gonna have to take him out first anyway.
I can give guidance for whoever's going to make the stealthy movement, but I don't recommend having me sneak up.
I have no stealth whatsoever.
You're more the QRF type.
By the way, at this point, Elmira is glistening with sweat, so just for Flint, so he knows.
Oh, that's no,
So,
no.
Like baby oil style.
yeah, almost,
I'm going
almost.
to be getting the guidance. It's a cleanliness thing.
Elmira sweats freely, living outdoors so
Never.
much.
Flint
for her.
is a priest, so Elmira is not an altar boy. She's probably safe.
Oh, no. No.
Thalia and Flint.
Yeah, I went there.
Watching for a minute,
I like you.
you guys kind of get the idea that the camp is at where you're at now is actually very, very relaxed. Like most of the cultists aren't even wearing their masks or anything. They're just kind of milling about, looking a bit celebratory. But the guard on that first tower is not paying attention to much of anything. He's like looking off in space, lost in his own thoughts.
I still like Arnold's plan first. We should circle around and take him out, and maybe we can try and find which tent has the most guards on it. That might indicate where any treasure or important information might be.
Person.
Being at an elevated spot to look out over where stuff is probably a lot safer than just exposing or possibly exposing ourselves right off the bat, taking out this other guard tower.
Must not choke.
So do we need some stealthy checks to...
What time of day is it
White
now?
I'd say probably about mid-afternoon. Rolling on 2:30, 3
What's the-
o'clock. maybe.
What's the weather like?
It is clear.
That's not gonna work.
What does the barometer say?
Carry on.
Do you have one?
Right.
Is there one in your inventory?
Oh, that's a good question. I
There's
do
one
not
I
have
can
one.
get.
No, but we do have a druid.
I have 2.
I'm pretty sure a druid's probably a better weatherman than a meteorologist.
Oh, does Thalia have Druidcraft? That's a great question.
Ooh.
That's
We
all
do
you have.
not.
All right, never mind then. I retract my question.
Maybe after I get a little bit higher up.
But yeah, if we back off, say, I don't know, a few hundred yards, and then try and take the wide route to get on that northern cliff, at least we can post up there till night. When then we can sneak up on that other guard tower.
Yeah, because this looks like a dead end canyon. I forget what kind of canyons these are called.
Box canyon.
That's right.
Because if we end up going after them late at night, maybe we can wait till everybody goes to sleep and just quietly take everything out.
Yeah,
Because there's a lot more of them than there are of us.
really, if we want to do some observation, I want to at least spend a day keeping a lookout on things before we try and make a move. If we get on that hill, that'll definitely help us do that.
This might be a little bit more than we can handle on our own.
Oh yeah, no, I don't want to attack at all. We don't have to.
I think gathering the intel we need and then seeing if we can rescue Leeson is the priority here.
Yep.
So if you can get in there and find where the half elf is, maybe we can create a distraction and draw the majority of the camp somewhere else.
So you want to... What do y'all want to do? You want to skirt around and circle the camp?
Yeah.
We were saying from our vantage point, we can't see anyone paying a special attention to any particular tent, correct?
Correct.
In the 300-foot radius of what we can see.
Correct.
So
I like Arden's plan to skirt around and take out that other guard tower.
yeah, and even if we don't want to go after the guard tower right now because it's midday, those bushes that are right at the north up on that hill, we can hang out in until it starts getting a little darker, you know?
I was going to say
We
my
could-
vote is to wait until night. to
We
do
could,
this.
as we're scouting, we might find a different way to go down too.
But I also got some rope on me as well.
Is that a cave at the end of the quarry?
You can't see that from your current position.
Okay, so where is our current position?
Yeah, it's not mitigating.
Yeah, you're up at the top left.
300 feet is not that far, so...
So we're like up at like where the at the
R.
eye of the raider, the R of the
The
raider.
R.
I gotcha.
That looks like a huge opening.
It's pretty sizable.
Yeah, but we might not be able to see it because there are some tents. Like, if you drew a line from there,
Yeah.
you'd have to be looking.
There's
through a couple of-
definitely, you can definitely see the large tent at the bottom that doesn't have any other tents around it.
Alright, so it's about 300 yards. Alright.
But if you make your way along that top, the northern part, let me get some stealth checks with advantage for everybody.
What advantage you said?
With, yes.
Yes.
Yay! Beep boop up.
Yeah, get that net one out.
Hold on.
Aren't you a rogue?
Ever since we brought up that pop-up, my thing's kind of just like, no more.
Oh, really?
Pop-up thing.
Yeah, the
Yeah, my-
pop-up kind of just shut everything down.
Just refresh.
That's I think it's the greatest addition they could have made.
Yeah.
Foundry is pretty scary at first when you see all the plugins, but it's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
But once you get through it all, you don't have to worry about the plugins anymore. You just play with them at that point.
Yeah, I spent so much time on it right now.
There we go. Can you change my character back to me so I can run a stealth check, please?
Oh.
Did we name the honey badger yet? Because I feel like that's something we didn't do.
Thank you.
Yeah, honey.
We're calling it honey badger the honey.
Honey. Hey, I got a name. Thalia.
No, I don't like that. No, change
Honey
it.
badger looks like a Karen.
Aaron!
That's to say it up.
I was gonna go with the mighty boosh.
Anna?
Right. You guys, it's pretty easy to make your way around the top without being seen. I mean, the worst part is when Artem trips over a root, but doesn't really make much of a noise. A second of, oh God, did they hear us? Pretty clear that nobody's paying attention at that point. But
Still light out. Can we post up in those bushes and stuff? Before we start getting some darkness.
are y'all gonna push all the way around towards that guard tower, or are you talking about the bushes in the very north?
The bushes in the very north, just because that looks like all open ground from there to where that guard tower is. And I know we'd have a bit of a height advantage, but if we waited until it got dusk, it would be a lot safer to get around there without getting noticed.
So, all right. So you stop at those bushes and you let me get a perception check from everyone. Standard perception.
And Twitch chat is asking that we call out the rolls since they can't see the rolls on the map.
Oh, they can't. They just see us.
Yeah, I got a 16.
I got a natural 20.
18.
20.
All right. So
I see everything.
you notice there are 5 guards in that guard tower.
Oh boy.
One's kind of patrolling around the guard tower. The other 4 are posted on each corner, but all of their eyes are down at that lower tent, except for the one patrolling.
Gotcha. So start looking at that lower tent.
And taking a look down that lower tent, you see a large group of cultists around kind of an X-shaped stockade
Gotcha.
where there is a humanoid strung up on that stockade.
Gotcha.
Do
There,
we know if this is an execution or a humiliation?
you can't tell from your position. You can't hear from your position either. But Artem, Talia, you definitely see it.
Yeah, I'm relaying back to the rest what I'm seeing in a subtle, quiet voice as well, so as not to alert.
You see a humanoid male strung up there with a humanoid female in purple armor, gesturing at him and talking to the group of individuals around her.
A human, or is she wearing a helmet?
She's not wearing a helmet. That's how you can tell it's a female. The armor is very androgynous, but the facial features that he can see definitely look more feminine.
Gotcha. How high are these cliffs?
The current one you're at is probably about 50 feet.
About 50 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Or just under 50 feet?
About. It's hard to gauge.
It's 50-ish.
Yeah,
'Cause I got
50-ish.
50 feet. I got 50 feet of rope. So, how about that? The hill beyond where the stockade and the lone tent are. Does it look like the elevation drops a bit back there? And also, do we happen to see that cave opening from our elevated?
From your position, you can see the cave opening. You can see it
Alright.
over the top of the tent.
Does that cave look like it's being used?
Yes, there are actually 4 guards posted outside that cave,
Gotcha.
looking very alert.
Yeah,
Damn.
there's just so many, and there's so few of us. I think we should wait till at least most of them are
Yeah.
asleep,
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
and plus, if I need to, I can change into something small and unseen and be able to go in and out of tents.
I think Flint's got a point. We should probably wait for nightfall.
Oh yeah.
It'd be easier
Yeah,
to sneak in.
That's. I want.
They're mostly humans. They're not going to be able to see well at night.
Yeah.
Those of us with night vision.
Yeah. Plus, are they going to keep 5 guards on as well at night?
You can definitely see quite a few dwarves, halflings, gnomes. It's an eclectic mix at this point.
Gotcha. Is there a trail up to that elevated guard tower from the ground floor of this canyon?
There is not, and with your natural 20 though, you can actually see on the southeast side of that guard tower, you do see some rope.
I
that's been
gotcha.
sprung
So
up.
they climb up. Okay.
Neat.
There is no rope on the east side of the guard tower with the cliff face there.
Yeah, and the northern side there that we could be eyeballing. Gotcha. Yeah, I think we need to hang out until it gets dark. I wonder if they're going to keep 5 guards on all night as well, or if they'll get a reduced number, which will make the odds a little bit more in our favor. And then really, I think the main goal is to just try, if we have to, neutralize those guards, and then try and get down that rope, get that guy off the stockade, and get the fuck out of here.
Is it like early or late afternoon?
At mid-afternoon at this point.
My suggestion is we take a short rest, take naps in main sections, and move at night rested.
Agreed. I mean, the most we can observe is better for us. Maybe we can actually see what comes out of these tents.
Sounds like a game plan.
Oh, I've got some parchment if somebody wants to take notes on watch.
That
You're
is a
gonna
lot of work.
take a short rest and keep an eye on the camp.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
I'll take first watch.
We'll roll off those perception checks. We'll just say that those are your watch perception checks, since y'all aren't moving from that position.
Yeah.
The position we're in, are we in the tall grass again, or is that?
Yeah,
Is this what
the north side, the dark green, the bushes, kind of where y'all are at the cliff edge.
Nice.
I don't need new perception checks. I was gonna roll off
Oh.
the ones we had.
Oh, gotcha.
All right, they're just excited. They just want to roll dice. Okay.
I know, right? Because y'all aren't
getting used to
y'all aren't
boundary.
moving. You're
Loving
still
it.
staying there watching. So yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll again for not changing positions. Keeping an active eye out. So go ahead. Everybody can mark off a short rest. But as
Roll for napping.
as it closes in, the day progresses and it starts closing in on evening, you do see that torches start going up around the camp. Each guard tower has 4 torches on it, lighting it up quite well. The first guard tower actually gets their full crew up, 4, 1 on each corner, plus 1 patrolling. And they start becoming more and more alert as it progresses into the darkness. Also, while watching, you notice that Artem especially notices that they take that humanoid that was on the stockade,
Yep.
and drag him south all the way across the compound, you see the group of 7 tents.
Mm-hmm.
The farthest south tent is where they take him.
Son of a bitch, goddamn.
So down by where it says 300?
Yep.
Okay.
Good bit of roughage and bushes down there.
That might be where they're keeping all the prisoners.
But, I mean, from your perspective, you could have kept an eye and noticed that cliff face there was actually a bit shorter, a bit smaller.
Gotcha.
So it's probably about 30 feet.
Even better. Yeah, so
But-
then...
At this point, you're seeing that patrols are starting to happen throughout the camp. Having kept an eye out, once it starts to get close to evening, you do notice that a group of individuals coming into the camp from the same direction y'all came in.
Mhm.
You assume that it was the rear guard. And
Yeah, Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was going to agree with Kenneth's suggestion here that we start... Once dusk settles in, we start moseying around to that southern side. Completely ignoring this other guard tower, too.
And we're gonna
Going
try and
around the
use
cliffs.
the rope on the cliffs.
Yeah.
Okay. There's nothing that can go wrong with this plan.
Nothing.
Oh
in-
no, don't say that. Oh Jesus.
Are you waiting until full dark
To go down?
to move
Go
around?
down, yeah.
Just saying, full dark could be bad because I have no dark vision.
That's fine.
Dusk
I
would be
do.
better
Oh.
because that's when their vision's going to be the worst.
Yeah, we can start moseying around to the southern side at dusk. But
Alright.
actually, starting to head down the cliff, I would want to wait until full dark because I have dark vision. I believe Elmira has dark vision,
So
right?
Yep.
So I really think it'll probably be the two of us are going to be your sneaky types. So we're going to be the ones moseying on in and getting this monk out of there.
Don't forget about Bit of Bob. He has dark vision, sort of.
Sort of? How do you sort of?
That's Flint, right?
So moving at dusk, moving around, I just need a standard stealth check from everyone.
Okay, it's a standard. Okay, got it. I got a 13.
Got a 10.
Wow.
I got a fucking 8.
Nice. Perfect.
Wow. You just
We're like up top away from them, too.
stumbled
Yeah,
your
exactly.
way down there.
It's
are.
it's a DC 2. You're fine.
So
I'm not the DM.
well, my thing is you're moving pretty much with either 3/4 or full cover, so it's more of a sound thing. As long as no one rolls below a 3,
Yeah.
you're able to make it around without being noticed. But with the entire group rolling average, it does take a bit. You're trying to be extra careful and stay away from the cliff edge, really not be noticed. But
We gotta be very, very sneaky. We're hunting rabbits.
yeah, it takes you a fair amount of time, but you make it over there under the cover, and by the time you get there, it is dark.
Alright.
So yeah, just can you reiterate where we're at? We didn't climb down, right? We're near the
No.
rope on the cliff side.
You are on the south of the camp,
Oh, okay, I got it.
right? I guess right above that, either right above the tent that you saw him taken into,
And
Or-
it's 50-ish feet down.
30-ish
Now-
feet
now
on this
we're- now
cliff.
we're at 30.
Oh,
so
okay.
That's why
Okay,
we're
got
moving
it.
around.
Do you want
Okay,
to be there? There are bushes behind between the tent and the cliff, but then you also get that long stretch of bushes.
Okay.
Now, instead of you guys going in, do you want me to wild shape and sneak on in?
Not especially.
Important question. May have multiple parts to this answer. Could I ride you as a mount down the cliffside?
That is a terrible idea, unless you want
Platonically.
to die and use as backup character. I mean, it's up to you.
Okay.
How partial are
so
you to your character?
That would only work if she was a medium or large character or large beast.
Well, he's small.
Yeah, no, that's why I said only would work if she's a medium or small beast. Because Elmira's
That's right.
small.
That's correct.
One more level.
Actually, small SMOL.
Yep.
Thank you.
He's calling you a fat ass in the nicest way possible.
No.
So, what do y'all want to do?
Like how he backed out of that. And he was like, so.
What do you say, Artem? Should we take a crack at it?
Yeah. Move towards the cliff edge. Is there anything to tie the rope off to?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of spots. Flint has pitons. He mentioned that before when y'all were.
Yeah, I have a few of those as well. I kind of don't want to.
You
use them
definitely
for football.
remember the pitons from him mentioning those during the interrogation.
Oh yeah,
Sure have them.
I have a couple as well. I kind of want to avoid using them.
Magnifying glass for some reason.
The whole, hammering something in the dark when we're trying to be stealthy may not be the best thing. The way
You know
that
what?
sound, like, reverberating.
Artem, roll an intelligence check for me. Flint, you as well.
Oh boy.
Straight intelligence check.
Yes.
Okay, you gotta call out your rolls too. What just
That's
happened?
Yes.
Natural one on that bad boy.
Which
Why
means
did we
need a
hire you? Because it
whole-
seems like you don't know things about sneaking and
I really feel like you need to pay us.
I cannot roll for shit tonight.
I'm just glad. I'm just really
need to
glad
pay
it's
up.
not me. I'm just glad it's not me tonight.
Yeah.
Artem, first thing that goes through your mind is pitons are loud. They're loud. Hammering them in is very loud. Flint, however, you're like, we could just put some leather over the hammer. Could even put some leather over the warhammer and smack them in quietly.
There's ways to do it.
It's loud.
I'm the dwarf here. Why are you thinking things are just loud and smashy? There's a way to be stealthy.
Because I'm the thief here.
I feel like you're probably not the thief.
You're clumsy.
I never
you're
said I
loud, and
was
you
a
haven't
good
stolen
thief.
anything.
I said I was a thief.
Sounds like we need to start paying you half the price you're charging.
Look,
He needs to
Artem
be
is
paying us.
Artem
I
has
haven't.
Artem has never steered me wrong. I believe him wholeheartedly.
Well, then I guess you guys shouldn't use the pittance. If you trust him, then I trust you.
Such a benefit of a doubt.
Put the pittance back in my pouch.
You've got some large rocks that you could tie the rope around. But yeah,
I
pitons are
have
loud.
I have pitons or is it a
Why ask
piton?
the dwarf that knows things about stone? Whatever, go ahead. Ask the air quote thief.
Do you know what I'm talking about when I say piton?
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah,
tomato, tomato.
No, he doesn't. He rolled a 1.
No,
No,
I just know they're loud.
he just knows they're loud. They're extremely loud. When metal hits metal, it makes sharp bang noise.
Yeah. When metal hits metal, driving it into rock make loud noise.
Look, here's the plan. You're gonna cough really loudly every time we strike it with a hammer.
Well,
Artem starts
I think
contemplating.
that's a
this.
good
This seems
plan.
like some very good
No.
logic.
It's a good plan. Thalia and I will keep watch up here.
I'm gonna work on my backup character.
But we're not all sneaking in.
Yeah.
It is.
We're
It's cloudy, so it's also dark.
knitting. Oh, well, if that's the case, I might have a way for us to be able to sneak through.
Thalia, you you just see the torches in the camp.
Pretty.
But anyone who's looking and checking things out, I would need a perception check.
Okay, I assume Artem and I haven't started our descent.
Here's a question.
Not yet.
Okay.
Here's a question. How far is it from where I'm standing to the back of that tent?
I rolled a
50 feet.
16 on perception.
I would say. Oh god, I got to do the hypotenuse stuff.
Math and shit.
I know.
Yeah, you're gonna need to do it.
How far is? I'll do the math for you. How far is the tent from the cliff face?
I'll also need you to do an antiderivative of that.
Probably about 50 feet.
So 50 and then 30. So 50 squared plus 30 squared will equal the distance that you're trying to judge.
It's under 120 feet.
Yeah, it's definitely.
That's
under
all I
120
need to
feet.
know. So, I could cast before they start. I could cast fog cloud and have some fog settle in behind the back of the tent to mask your.
Yeah,
entry.
I like that idea. Plus, it'll help us on our exit out with the monk.
All right, Flint, for your idea, roll an intelligence check.
Okay.
Not my thing, but I'm gonna guide that.
Artem, why don't you take some of these good berries too? And she hands him 4 good berries.
I'll put them in my pockets, ready to go.
At 20.
Nice.
Sitting there and thinking about it a bit, that might not be the best idea. Looking around, there's no other fog. And it is just evening, just past dusk. Fog would be weird right now.
It's dark though, right?
It
How
is-
well lit is it around that tent?
There are 2 torches at the front of the tent,
Right? In the back of the tent?
no torches at the back of the tent. But your fog cloud extends 120. Or how far does your fog cloud extend?
20 feet, 20-foot sphere.
20-foot sphere?
How far can you cast it?
120 feet.
What if you used it as a distraction instead of trying to hide us?
Or if you hold on to it in case things get bad, we can have that as like our smoke screen while we boogie out of there.
That's a
That
good
too.
point.
Ninja vanish.
And
Then
also,
then we can have the honey badger save us.
anybody actually looking? I need perception checks. Talia, if you're gonna perception check, you need a disadvantage.
Okay.
I got a 16.
We all rolling?
Elmira got a 16 as well.
Yeah, 16 on perception.
Got a 13.
And a 9.
All right. Elmira and Artem, you see there are 2 guards at the front of that tent.
Mhm.
There's patrols between the tents. You haven't noticed a patrol go behind the tent yet, so
That's all I'm worried about is they can all stay on the other sides of it, but a tent we can, with a sharp knife, open up our own little door into it from the backside.
Gonna be a little noticeable.
Yeah, but remember, we're just trying to get something out. We're not staying for tea and crumpets afterwards.
Tea and crumpets? Where are you from?
Do you think they'll actually have tea? I'm just asking. I'm kind of thirsty.
how long are y'all like keeping an eye? Like how long would you keep an eye out before you started your plan?
15 minutes? 15? 1-5?
Yeah.
You do see
Enough to get an idea of any constant patrols walking through.
so you do see the path of the patrol through the tent, but you also catch it right in time for a guard change. So the 2 guards in the front, one of them walks into the tent and a different guard walks out.
How long between guard changes.
You aren't sure with the amount of time it took you to get around.
Okay. So
I feel
Elmira,
like we
here's
should
what I'm
go
thinking.
right after the guard.
Yeah, here's what I'm thinking. Me and Elmira, we scurry down, we hang out in the bushes, using them to get us as close to the tent as possible, while waiting for a guard change to happen. And I'm trying to sum up this up quickly up here, so we're not going to waste too much time. We're going to wait there when at the next guard change, we try and make entry into the back of that tent and get our monk out of there and scurry the fuck out of here.
Yeah, for a guard change, they're not going to be paying much attention to what's going on around them. I feel like that would be our moment.
Yeah,
So-
that or 10 minutes beforehand when everyone's nice and lazy waiting for that guard change to happen.
Let me clarify. There's 2 guards at the door of the tent and 1 guard inside.
There is one inside.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's what you saw happen. You saw 1 walk out and 1 walk in. They switched
Okay.
positions.
How far is
Okay, different idea. Flint, that fog, we can use that. Me and Elmira get down there. We get in the bushes. We each decide to pick one of those 2 guards in the front. You drop the... Elmira, you're the ranger, right?
Last time I checked,
Okay. You know any good bird noises that you could signal Flint to drop the fog on us? So then we got some cover to take out these 2 guards, get in there, and then boogie the fuck out with our prisoner after killing the guy inside?
I could send out a visual signal that he could
That works
know.
too.
Like the fog.
Well, I have a minor illusion. I can put something up.
Yeah, he pops the minor illusion to let Flint know it's time to drop a fog globe right on this tent.
Thinking fireflies with the arrow pointing down.
Yeah.
Obvious. I like it.
Do you guys like this idea? I'm
Yeah.
just trying to spit things.
It's it'll be a fireflies in the shape of a smiley face.
Oh,
Yeah, if you could throw that up there on the cliff to let Flint know and he can drop the fog on us, that'll allow us to take out these 2 guards and get in, and then we can double team the guy inside and then just cut a hole on the back and head out the back with the monk.
This sounds more like a plan B. Perhaps we should try doing it without killing anyone.
Yeah, but Matt, we're fucked because there's a guard inside the tent with the prisoner.
how do we know that? Because of the guard change?
Yes.
Yeah, you saw the 2 guards outside. 1 walked in the tent and a different guard walked out the tent. So you've got 3, assume 3 guards at
Yeah.
this point.
And
Well, I'm not the type of spellcaster that can create diversions.
Let's just say we go to the back of the tent and then cut a hole, take a look inside, and
I
then
thought that's what we were doing.
I thought we
Yeah.
were approaching the front. My bad.
well,
It makes
I
more
wanted
sense to come in from the rear.
Yeah, I want to go in from the rear, but we're not. Are we going to be able to take out the guard that's inside the tent quietly to not alert the 2 right outside the tent? That's why I was thinking if you dropped the fog on the overall tent, 'cause you said it's a 20-foot circle, so that's going to envelop those 2 guards outside and the tent itself. If
Yep,
me and
you should be able to see clearly on the inside.
yeah. But it allows us to be able to take out the 2 outside guards and then pop inside and kill him
That was
off.
my original plan.
Yeah.
you
So
guys
we're going back
cannot
to the original
do that.
plan?
If you guys cannot do that quietly, I can still be able to disguise self into one of the guards on the outside and be able to pop in and draw him out.
So should we all go down then?
I think so. At least get down and do
I'll
2
drop a rope on my side with pittance. You guys can do your rope on your end.
Because I could have give me a backup for a disguise self if need be. Alright, let's go.
So where would you be dropping the fog cloud?
Well, I can't really. It'd be right on top of the tent. So that should
So that would
encompass the whole area.
it would, and it would permeate inside the tent.
It would not. It would go around it. It doesn't go through physical objects.
The sphere spreads around corners.
Right.
The front of the tent's open.
Then it would go into the tent.
Well, that'd be fun to take care of the other guy.
Yeah, that would at least distract him. Now, what do you need to be able to see in the fog cloud? Is that just
It's obscured. Nobody can see.
Yeah.
okay?
None of
So
you.
you're at disadvantage.
That kind of screws you too. So
Well, the question is, what can you turn into, Thalia?
I can
Because
turn
if
into
you turn
flying
into
objects.
if you turn into a mouse and sneak in there and give us inside intel,
What do you think I've been saying for the last 15, 20 minutes? I can turn into a spider.
I think that would be more beneficial to get some intel on the inside once we get down to
you.
the bottom.
Yeah.
Could he turn into a cute spider?
I don't
no
think
such
it doesn't
thing.
matter what kind of spider.
I'm
Just as long
freaking
as,
adorable, but yes, I could turn into a spider and crawl out in there.
It's still nighttime.
Yeah.
You could turn into a dancy little jumping spider.
Just remember cobalt eat spiders.
Every spider is unique in every way.
They're gross.
Interesting note, on this side of the camp, those tents, there are no kobolds.
All right, spider it is.
All right. Are we going with my original plan?
Yeah, we're gonna get down in the bushes. You're gonna shapeshift and start spotting stuff out.
So we all crawl down there, and I will end up changing up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could change before going down. And then you
Okay.
would have
I didn't
to
know if
do
the
anything.
the climbing feat will matter.
Like your spider.
Spiders can climb.
Yeah.
Like,
plus
no-
just sit on one of our shoulders. I don't know what size she is.
No one fall
Tiny.
off the rope and accidentally crush. Oh yeah. just
Don't
saying.
smash me.
Say, tiny little jumping spider, she'll have 1 HP.
Yeah. So somebody stomps on me, I go right back to Furbog. That'll
mean,
give him a surprise. He might die of a heart attack and then problem solved.
At least I can. Can you talk while you're in spider form or no?
No.
I-
But
I-
you can
I
talk
mean,
to me because I'm a small animal.
If you
Yeah, I
could
think
talk
I
to
can
Tiny
speak with you.
Beast, you could talk to her. Yes,
Yes, I can talk to small animals. I don't know if this counts.
it will count. Yes.
Tiny beast.
All right. All right, I like it.
Okay. So I'm gonna turn into my tiny spider.
Forest gnome, go.
Look at my climber's kit. So as we're all getting ready, Flint pulls out this kit and starts making a Swedish harness. You see him slip some repelling gloves on his hands, some boot tips.
Is that like a
No,
harness where you
no.
put on wooden clogs, or what's the difference?
Opening
So-
up. I'm just reading the list
He's
of what I
going to
have.
straight rappel down.
Yes.
All right, you.
Yeah, but he's gonna. From the sound of it, he's Gucci rappelling down there.
So Flint is gonna be like in a John Woo movie, like doves fly out, and then he's just running down the cliffside. Is that
Nah,
what we're saying?
he's too Gucci'd out.
First
This
of all, if you've ever done Hirsch training, the whole running down upside down is extremely unpractical. It looks cool, but it's uncomfortable.
A 30-foot wall, you could rappel in a
Two
jump.
jumps.
A
two
jump.
bounds.
Single
One
bound.
That's true. But for safety purposes,
Two.
it'll be a
He's
one bound. Well,
yeah,
two bound
he's-
if you count.
Yeah.
He's a dwarf, so it would probably be 2 bounds naturally for them.
So I'll have to. So he walks up to the side of the cliff, grabs the rope, pins it to the small of his back. That nice reverse grip on the rope. He goes, "All right, what's taking you guys so long?" As he launches himself out.
Make a roll.
Make an athletics check with advantage.
Get a 1. Please get a 1. Please get a 1.
All right.
I'm not trying
I'm
to.
giving
not
myself
trying to-
giving
please
myself
get a 1.
guidance, by the way.
Double nat ones. Come on.
Yes.
We've already had enough of that for the campaign.
Oh my god, he got one.
Oh, he got 1.
Shut your mouth.
Advantage.
Got
Shut your mouth.
22.
I got a
Advantage.
22.
That would have been so
He
great. for
whispers,
so
him.
he
close.
whispers, "Shut your mouth, peasants."
I saw that one hit first, and I was like, "Oh man!"
Yeah.
This is the first time you notice that he's got a scroll on his left shoulder.
I was like, I've seen that YouTube video.
Yeah.
He's probably looking at it like, eat it, Artem.
And,
Wait,
and
While
why is he
he's
He has
also thinking,
Ranger
oh
on his
shit.
shoulder in 75th, second bat. What?
Flint actually looks back at you all, says what he says, takes a few steps forward, and just jumps about 5 feet out and drops like a stone. That's all you guys see. You don't hear him hit the bottom. It would have only taken a few seconds.
I go and I over to the edge and I take a look down.
He's standing at the bottom in the bushes, waving you guys on.
I give him a thumb sideways.
Gotcha. I grab the rope and I start heading down.
Make an athletics check.
And I go acrobatics.
Yeah, sure, why not?
I would just do one person at a time, huh?
You only set up one rope.
Nice.
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 You've got your gloves on and you just slide down the rope.
No,
Artem, what kind? You rolled a 23.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go next.
Spider Thalia is just gonna hop onto Elmira's shoulder.
I mean, okay.
I'm hitching a ride.
All right, here we go.
How far does a spider drop before it gets killed?
What you?
I'll take it. I will
Yeah.
take that.
Find out.
I was like, oh, 10.
Elmira actually
22 minutes later.
turns around and walks down the wall, holding onto the rope.
I've seen some girls rappel like that. It's cool. It's cool. There's no harm in that.
But you all make it down 30 feet
I-
safely.
I look over to Thalia in the spider form, like, look, we got down and you're not crushed. So stop complaining.
She just kind of holds up her legs.
So I pop a squat in these bushes here to keep an eye on things because I know.
So
Yep, Elmira's about to go and do her thing. Or Thalia's about to.
Thalia.
Do her thing.
I need a stealth check from everyone with advantage since you're hiding in the
Nice.
bushes.
Also me, or am I
Yes.
just going straight in? Okay.
So you.
I got a 19.
21.
22.
10.
With advantage.
Oh, nap. Sorry.
1.
Advantage.
She's a spider. How?
I know, I'm a
So
spider.
what
How
kind of noise is a
stealthy?
spider?
Hold
get it?
I hear those spider legs moving.
Yeah,
I'm
they
a
should be
spider.
major
How
pluses
stealthy
for
can
her.
I get?
Let's see.
I might click too loud. The hair on my legs might rustle.
There's a Samuel L. Jackson in the tent, except it's not snakes he don't like, it's spiders.
Plus, spiders get a plus 4 to stealth. So you beat a 20.
Okay. Wee, bitches.
All right, so you're going in.
I'm going in.
Get up to the back side of that tent. It is a heavy leather, and the tent's actually
But is there stitching?
bunched, stuck around the ground. There is stitching. Like you can see the shape of the tent, and it is heavy hide and leather strips in those triangular shapes that are stitched together.
I'm gonna look for
So-
any opening whatsoever and try to sneak on in and stick to the sides.
So make a perception check for me. Just
She's
thought
8 eyes, so she get like 8 advantages.
to see what. Let's see what spiders do get.
Do they get spider sense?
I have web
Yeah.
scent.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger. Web walker,
Spider,
wild,
yeah.
and spider climb.
So you would actually you would use your perception.
Okay, so it's just regular.
Look at her tiny boob as she works her way in.
I got a 16.
Nice.
And let's make a luck roll.
I gotta admit, this music is very peaceful for how stressed I feel right now. I'm like, don't step on me. Don't step on me. Ah, Deva! I'm like, angry dice. No.
What?
Luck roll?
That was because I had her selected. But yeah, 17. You are able to find a small gap where the tent hasn't settled completely on the ground, and you're able to squeeze underneath on the backside.
Yeah.
And that perception check, immediately into the tent, you see a half-elf male tied to the pole in the center. To your left, there's another 4 people with their hands bound behind their backs. And the guard has his back to the tent on the north side of the tent to the right side of the door. And he's watching the prisoners.
Okay, does he look like he... Is this the tents around, correct?
Yes.
Okay, am I able to go around to where I'm on the other side of the hostages to where the guard cannot see me?
I mean, with your stealth check, you just look like a random spider he's not paying attention to.
Okay, what are the hostages tied up with?
Rope.
Okay. As a spider, am I able to...
Said
Kinda.
mouse.
I should have chewed through the shit, but, you know, that's where you guys come in. I'm gonna just check them out, what kind of, does it look like the half-elf, or is the one that we're looking through, or looking for, or...
The one tied to the pole in the center that the guard is actively watching is a half elf.
Okay, cool. Alright.
These are good guards, huh? That's a bummer.
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna slide on out and relay the message.
All right.
I hear her in her spider language. And I relay it to the others.
Alrighty. His back is directly to the side of the tent, off to the right side of it.
Yep. He's basically standing just inside the door, to the right of the door.
Just inside the door. Gotcha. That idea wasn't working.
Didn't Thalia say that she could disguise herself? Maybe cause a distraction.
Yeah, but
I
do you want to
relayed
do
the message. I
distract-
can disguise myself as a person, as like one of the guards that
We
is
want-
standing outside.
Oh, we should have taken their gear.
Yeah.
Oh, the gear that was all bloody mess.
Yeah, that wouldn't work.
But we would have stripped them naked first.
It looks
Hey,
like we're gonna have to get a little messy here to get these.
Did we know this
out.
in the around the other tents? If there were guards there as well?
There's a roving patrol.
No. You've seen the patrols. There's the guards that were in front of the cave entrance, and the large tent has quite a few guards around it as well.
I still think Thalia's our best play here.
Have the guards used any words yet? Like talk to each other, call themselves by name?
Thalia, can you turn into a rat?
Can't understand you. I'm sorry.
Can you
You
turn into a
can.
rat?
You can understand them.
No, I can't. It says that I can talk to
Well,
her, and I
let's
can't.
just
I'm
say-
a spider.
I
Let's say-
communicate through Elmira to
So,
ask Thalia if
with-
she can
with-
turn into a rat.
With Wild Shape, you retain your intelligence,
The
wisdom, and
intellectual?
charisma.
Oh,
like-
okay.
so
So I
you-
can't understand him. I just can't talk to him.
Correct.
Okay.
Now, as a
So I can't
spider,
talk
I
to a
assume
rat.
you could spell stuff out with your webbing, but it would take time.
I'm not Charlotte's Web.
I was thinking Charlotte's Web too.
My thought is if you know their names, I can use
Smart
I can
pig!
use thaumaturgy to call for one of the guards 30 feet away.
Yeah, I can turn into a rat.
Can I
it'll take-
just interrupt and say if I dated myself with the Fabio reference, you dated yourself with the Charlotte's Web. So just saying.
Hey, I already know I'm old. I embraced it.
Okay.
I can turn into a rat, but that will take both of my wild shapes before we rest. I'm just letting you know that I can't do it again if, emergencies.
Exactly. Yeah,
I just think if we get Thalia back here, if we can get a little distraction, we can get into the tent and we can try and extricate or exfiltrate the hostage. And
yeah,
we can
well,
roll
there's-
back up the.
Now there's 2 hostages we have to deal with.
More.
Oh, yeah, there's actually like 4 plus the half elf, so there's 5 total.
This has gone from a simple rescue mission to now we gotta be big goddamn heroes.
Wasn't
mean,
it
it-
like that last time? Come on.
It
No,
wasn't.
like
before
that.
it was one person.
It was actually an intel gathering mission that turned into a rescue mission. Your initial contract was to get information.
Because, we went
Yeah,
from a
and
caravan
now
to
we
a
come
town.
right on Song T, trying to pull out 5 unknowns.
Like obviously we can't leave them here. We're gonna have to
Yeah,
do
I know,
something.
exactly.
That was another thing that they asked if you're able to rescue anyone that was taken prisoner or liberate any goods they stole. But it
I'm not
wasn't.
worried about the goods so much.
I could throw my voice with thaumaturgy.
How many horses do they have here?
Test 1, 2, test.
Strangely enough, you haven't seen any horses. You've seen quite a few large lizards, giant lizards, and some weird large dragonkin.
Yeah, it's coming through Flint.
All right, just
Yeah.
checking.
Yeah, but
If you're gonna throw your voice, you're just gonna draw them out?
Well, the first 2 things I had talked about is if we had heard any names. Because I could see if we can call away 2 of the guards, or at least one of the guards.
You have not heard any names. You haven't heard any of them talk from the top. You've heard probably a smattering of muffled communication, of muffled conversation, but nothing from your position that you can really understand over with your passive perception of 15.
are those large lizards like corralled up? Like, are they herd animals for them? Like, possibly if we could somehow stampede them, that could be our distraction.
There
Or
were a
separate?
few of them. It looks like
That's a good.
quite a few of them were walked into the cave, and
Okay.
there's a
Scratch
few
that.
out to the north of the cave, but not a lot.
Yeah, that's too much work to try and do that.
We could always set the tents on fire.
We could do that.
That's gonna bring a lot of chaos. I thought we
But
were
you
doing
s-
this silent.
Did she communicate that the tent was made out of leather?
You can all tell the tent's made out of hide.
You can kind of see it.
It's
Yeah,
not gonna
that's
burn.
going to be kind of hard to light them up.
Like if you take enough time, anything can burn.
We
Yeah,
don't-
but we-
time is something we don't
time
have. though.
is yeah, exactly. We had 3 guards we got to deal with as quick a time as possible to get out these 5 prisoners.
What's holding the? You said that they're like cross-stitched. The leather pieces. What are they cross-stitched with?
Are you gonna get close enough to find out?
Well, how far away are we from these tents?
I don't know. How far away are you from the tent having your conversation?
Did Thalia possibly notice on her reconnoiter what how the leather's held together?
Did Thalia look?
Did Thalia look?
It's obviously adamantium. Okay.
I can go back. She's gonna roll her tons of eyes and walk back.
I message over to Thalia to check the cross stitching.
She'll go back and check the stitching.
I did ask that 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
He did.
Let's check the stitching. Crawl back.
I did tell you that it was stitched. You could tell it was stitched.
Check the stitching.
Let's see. What kind of roll would that be?
It's a sewing roll.
Seamstress.
Well, I mean, unless it's made of an uncommon material between cloth, leather, and anything else, we should be able to spot it and know what it is.
God.
It's also dark.
She
But
has night vision.
she does. So make a general intelligence check.
I want to know the material, the stitching technique used.
I could tell you what the idea is, or just hold it to myself.
I was thinking you were going to unmend it.
It looks like some kind of strong cord.
It's brown.
It's a thick piece of cord that's got to be strong enough to hold hide and leather together. Thick hide and leather.
Fresh out of ideas. I'll follow whatever you guys do.
I'm just saying we need to have a distraction so we have enough time to get them all loose and back to the cliffside.
Yeah. And we need a distraction either good enough to get rid of all 3 guards, or at least one without drawing too many others towards us.
Is there any like hay bale or anything flammable in the near distance somewhere?
You don't see any hay. No hay bales.
Thalia,
about
can you
booze?
check to see if any of the tents nearby are empty?
I'll go to the
Within
nearest
30,
tent.
within 30 feet.
I'll go
So-
check the nearest tent.
The next 10 up.
Yeah.
When do you have prestidigitation?
Thaumaturgy.
How about moving this flask
move
that
things.
I have? You can't move things. Cause I got a flask full of booze on me. I was thinking maybe if we put that within eyesight of those front 2 guards. Pretty good way to get the guards distracted.
So we move it up to the next tent. Thalia, stealth check with advantage.
There's a +4, right?
Yeah,
18.
22. Yeah, you make it there. Definitely no problem. No one even looks twice. No one even looks once. Let's do another luck roll.
Oh, excuse me.
This tent is actually a little more secure to the ground. So you'd actually have to go around to the opening to find a way in. How do you want to do that?
I'll go ahead and go around, and I'll just stick to the very bottom flap to where I'm just less noticeable.
What color spider are you, by the way?
Black.
Black spider? Okay.
Well, I guess I wouldn't be. I'd probably end up sticking to my normal collars.
Well, you can choose your color.
Okay, then I want to stick to more Black Widow.
Bright pink.
Bright pink. Ugh, sorry, can't do it.
There are a few cultists sleeping inside the tent. Probably 4 at the moment, spaced around the tent.
Huh? That'll work. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the group. I'm gonna relay the message. I think we should set fire to the tent.
So,
I thought we established that the tents won't burn.
Everything burns.
Well, that's what I said, but everyone poo-pooed my idea.
any of
'Cause I
y'all have a
mean-
flask of oil?
Actually,
Come on, guys. You've got equipment.
Inventory.
Open
I have,
trauma. I have a flask of oil.
I also have a flask of oil.
Yeah.
Torch, totem, water
I'm
skin.
definitely one of those DMs that you have equipment.
don't.
You have specific uses for equipment that you. There's.
Yeah. Well,
I
that's
just
why
have
I
a
was
tinderbox.
thinking about the flask of booze I had on me as well to try and distract the 2 guards outside. That's why I was throwing that idea out there.
So
Because if things are
As
set on
well.
fire, they're gonna move around. We might have just one guard to contend with.
also
Okay.
over
All
this
right,
course
I
of
got an
time,
idea.
that patrol has come back around,
All right.
and one of the members of the patrol has split off to replace one of the guards. That guard takes the position of the guard that came out of the tent. He goes inside.
Okay.
The guard that went in the tent comes out and moves off with the patrol. So still 3 guards. They're just rotating.
Yep.
Shit.
So we want to light up the adjacent tent, correct?
I like that plan.
I think so, because at least that's 2 guards out front are going to run over to help out the other tent.
So if you want to do that, Elmira, I also have a hell of a lot of ball bearings on me that I'll toss out, say 200 of them in front of there to do a little trip up of anything that's coming through as well.
I can try to cut the stitching in the back to see if I can get through.
Yeah. Well, if we're lighting up the tent next to it, that might draw all 3 guards over to help that tent out. You know what, Flint?
So,
It's also gonna cast some light.
Yeah.
so
But
just
now-
just to go through this again, we're gonna light the tent with the 4 cultists inside. We're gonna light that on fire with some oil, and then Flint is going to cut the stitching on the prisoner's tent, and then he's gonna get inside and take care of them while they're distracted, and then
Yep.
we'll also move in to help everybody.
We'll get the prisoners and get them moved. But you
Oh.
gotta remember, with all that light, they might see us too.
Plan
They might
B.
see you guys.
Plan B is murder hobo.
Yeah,
Yep, pretty much.
I'm gonna stay posted up to the side of the bushes with my bow to give you
You might want
some fire.
to set the fire a little
me see.
further up.
Yeah, maybe not right next the tent right next to him. Maybe the tent beyond that.
Not the one with the 4
The
people
large,
inside.
the large one.
Okay, I'm down. I'm down with that.
So
DM, is there a way to sneak to that larger tent?
which one? You got
The
2
one
larger
that
tents.
the one that Flint is talking about.
That's what I'm asking. Which one's he talking about?
The one diagonal to the right.
Oh, the one in the southeast on
Yeah.
the handout.
So there's no bushes or anything around there. There's a couple dips in the ground back there. Those 2 gray spots.
You see, I like
If we send Thalia low and stealthy.
I kind of like the closer tents because they're more clustered. But there's like a break, I think. Well, it's hard to tell without the visual aid, but we're in the bushes, right? The other tent that's got 4 people in it is on the left side, and the prisoner tent is on the right side, correct?
The prisoner tent's on the left side,
Oh, so it's next to
the farthest
the tent.
south.
It's
Okay.
the one right next to the 300 feet, right?
Yeah, right above the 300 feet. That's the prisoner
Okay.
tent.
Well, the tent we want to burn, is that the one on the left or?
That's the
Front
one
right.
immediately right
Maybe
and up
right.
from it. Next small tent.
Okay, what about the tents to the left of this bush line from the 200 foot?
The 200 foot.
What about the tents to the left of these, this bush line from the 200 foot?
What about him?
We haven't checked them out. We
Have
don't
we
know.
checked them out at all, or
No.
I was thinking that larger tent. That way,
Yeah.
there's a separation, but
You haven't checked him out. But you also have seen that it has its own little guard patrol there.
Thalia, do you want to try and bring your bright pink spider form over there?
Hot pink.
Yeah.
How long have I been a spider so far?
You're coming up on the hour.
No.
This whole thing's been taking us an hour.
Because once I hit my
You
hour, I'm back to
waited.
Furbog.
Remember, you had the 15 minutes before, at which point one of the guards swapped. Then you've waited long enough for the guards to do their swap again.
Yep.
Yeah, I play D&D on 9x speed. Sorry.
I thought it's like I noticed that it was indecisive, so it's taking us a while. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna get stuck in a tent and turn Furbog.
I say let's burn the tents on the left since our prisoner tent is on the right of the bushes.
Okay.
Sounds like a game plan.
Send one person to do the burning. And have
If-
3 in case
I
we have
will-
to engage.
Because
I
if they
will,
run over to the right, we can go around the other side.
So I'm going to sneak up to that tent with my oil flask and then set it aflame.
And then if chaos ensues, I can go Badger.
So roll a stealth check, Elmira.
I will take it 13.
All right, and how are you going to
Plus
set the
D4.
fire?
I'm going to pour my oil flask down the large flap of the tent and then use my tinderbox to light it
Run back.
and then run back to the bushes.
Okay. Make a dexterity roll. Let's just see how fast you can light.
Sleight of hand or dex?
Just dex.
That's a 10.
And Flint said he gave you guidance on your stealth. So roll a d4.
Sure. That's 12 total.
15 on the stealth. And that, so your second strike, trying to catch it, you hear on the other side of the tent flap, what's that sound? And as you strike it the third time, it catches.
Okay, I'm going to.
I think
What's,
an owl sound go off near her.
what's
using
it? What?
thaumaturgy.
Once it catches, I'm going to drop my hooded lantern there as in, just as evidence. Maybe they'll think that the hooded lantern caused it.
Your hooded lantern also has oil in it.
Yeah, it's gonna go off.
That'll work.
I'm gonna roll a d4.
Or just
I'm gonna
wait
scare them
before
off.
they
We're gonna
pop.
explode them.
As soon
And
as
then
you
I-
get back in the bushes,
Maximum effort.
yeah,
Total 4.
your lantern was actually kind of
Explode.
it was sealed pretty tight.
IEDs.
So immediately, as soon as you get back in the bushes, there's a good audible explosion. Nothing major, but definitely enough that the guards in front of the tent immediately look across the bushes. So I need all of you, except for all of you, to roll stealth with advantage
They all looking at the bushes or the fire?
Over the bushes.
over the
Oh.
bushes.
Nat 20.
11.
8.
13.
How tall are you, Flint?
Like 4'11".
Yeah, you make eye contact. Well, hold on. Where are you positioned first?
I mean, I'm the furthest back.
Yeah, he's
the
at the
group.
back side of the
Yeah,
tent.
you were at the
about to
back
start
side of the tent. Yeah, so you would actually have a +5 total cover.
Flint, maintain
Three-quarters cover.
maintain eye contact and establish dominance.
So no, they don't see you.
I bite my lower lip.
Yeah, they don't see any of you. But
Well, I hope not. I'm still Spider, so I mean.
yeah, you're definitely good. They look at each other, and one of them says, "Go find out what the fuck's going on." And the other one takes off across the bushes.
Can I toss thaumaturgy over by the tent to have it say fire?
What's the range on thaumaturgy?
30 feet?
And where are you trying to
Is
send
that-
it?
Is that too far? Wherever
What?
wherever the tent is.
The explosion?
Yeah.
That's way too far.
Okay. Never mind that.
Yeah, that tent is almost 500 feet away.
Oh, shit.
Oh wow.
Is the commotion loud enough that I can start
That's it.
cutting
That's
the,
it. Closer to 400 feet away.
they only sent one over there?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm dumb. Is he looking right at Flint?
No, he's not looking at Flint. Flint's on the
Okay.
back side of the tent, very south bottom.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast minor illusion over him as a crate.
Okay.
So as the crate, I move up to the back of the tent where the stitching is.
Yeah, it would be right where the tent is because it's static wherever I cast it. But yeah,
Oh, I thought you cast it on me.
yeah, but it doesn't move with you. It's like a static.
Yeah.
Minor illusion is static.
Can you do it again?
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
I nod. I give you a thumbs up and nod, and I'm going to move right behind where the stitching is on the tent.
Okay, so this has become Metal Gear Solid. Just letting you
Yep.
know, DM.
Cardboard box. Gotcha.
And I'm going to try to quietly cut the straps.
So sleight of hand check.
Nice.
All right, your
18.
your dagger goes silently through that coarse threading like butter, and you've got a good bit that you could just open up and peek in if
Gotcha.
you wanted.
I
Mm,
draw
butter.
I would
an
like to.
arrow and sight in on the guard that's still outside the tent. As soon as he makes a move to go inside the tent, is when I'm gonna loose that arrow on him.
The outside? If
Where-
he's going to do
Well,
that,
where are you positioned, Artem?
I'm off to the side in the bushes, keeping an
Okay.
eye on the two that were in front. One of them ran off.
So one of them ran
the
off.
guy that
You
yeah, the
actually
guy that-
see from your position. You actually see the one inside poke his head out, trying to figure out what's going on. Which Flint, as you open up that flap, you see that he is half out the front door of the tent.
Keep going.
I have an arrow drawn
Uh-huh.
aiming at both of them. I am just
Okay.
as soon as shit gets bad, one of them's catching an arrow in him. Most likely the guy that's been guarding outside, because I have a better profile on him. But you're throwing options at me that I really want to take this shot, but I'm not doing it because I haven't gotten a signal yet from one of these guys.
no.
I'm
If
also
I can-
I'm also taking into account that I'm assuming that y'all would have waited until you thought that the patrol was on the farthest side away. So
Yes.
Yeah, 'cause
Yes.
we don't want him to double back.
So, what Flint is going to do is he's going to stealthily attempt to cut the binds of the monk as I hold my hand up in case any of them are looking at me.
All
like
right.
the prisoners.
So this is an active stealth check, first off, going inside the
Right.
tent. So straight stealth check. Inside the tent, you have no cover.
Oh, come on.
Nice.
Sick.
What did you get, Flint?
That one.
All right.
6 total.
As soon as
I
you
was
open,
already being stealthy.
as soon as you open the tent flap and step inside, one of the prisoners to your left starts freaking out.
Ah, I say fuck it. I cast Golden Bolt to the back of the head of the guy in front of me.
As soon as I hear that noise coming out, that arrow's going.
All right, so Artem, your attack is with
One wound.
advantage. Flint, straight attack.
Okay.
With advantage, Artem.
Thank God.
Oh, dude, that was so
14.
close.
Nice.
Nah, dude, you didn't see. I rolled a 19 and a 1.
Yeah, Artem, roll your damage with sneak attack, and Flint, roll your damage.
Got a 23 and 14.
I do 22 damage.
Nice.
Very
I
nice.
do was 3 plus 6, so I do 9 damage. Because a bow only crits on a 20, right? Short bow only crits on a 20.
As I put my hand against the back of his neck, I say, I am Death's Hand. As I
What?
cast Inflict Wounds.
What does your necrotic damage look like?
Just my hand, like from my eyes, they flash green. And you see the veins in my neck also flash green until it goes into the end of my right hand and seeps out onto his skin.
So, like a sickly green,
Yeah.
sickly nasty necrotic green. Okay. So
I was gonna go with booger green.
Think of it as like a combination of that, and if it kills them, it's like
we'll just say
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
we'll just say barracks funk snot.
Aw.
Nice.
Yeah, that's about right.
That
Sure.
nasty green. But you touch him and it slips into his skin and his veins all start to spider web from that point of contact and he just drops to the ground dead.
Damn it, damage.
Artem,
Excuse me.
it was 9 damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a good shot on him, but he's still up. So,
Drawing a second arrow, but yeah, it's his turn.
well, that was surprise. So, they were distracted.
Yeah, I'll
By the
pop
fire.
another shot.
All right, go ahead and make your attack. And you don't see it. You see him take the shot. His buddy drops dead, and he immediately turns and looks inside the tent because Flint is now within 5 feet of him.
He sees the Raiders of the Lost Ark thing in his buddy as his face melts off.
Nice.
Don't even roll damage. Don't even roll damage, because
That one catches him right in the back of the throat, so that as he makes eye contact with Flint,
as he goes to yell,
the head of my arrow pops out his mouth.
yeah, as he goes to yell, Flint, you're staring at this guy, and he opens his mouth to yell, and it's like he just spits an arrow out of his mouth that just stays lodged right there,
Oh, that's
and
disgusting.
the exhale of breath kind of, yeah, you get a good face full of blood splatter.
Not the first time I've had war paint. I'll turn around and I'm gonna go to cut the monk loose. You're gonna have to keep your. You're gonna have to earn your keep here, boyo. We're here to rescue you.
He is beaten badly. He is hurt. He looks like he's on his last leg, and he opens up the one eye he can, and he
was
goes.
hurt.
And as he heals, he opens up a second eye, and he goes, "Oh, what are you idiots doing?"
Nothing. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Now, if ye all shut your mouth, I'll cut you guys loose too. So I point the dagger at the other prisoners.
They all immediately, like, the one that was freaking out immediately stops freaking out.
There you go. That's a good lass. And I'll cut them loose and point them towards the back of the tent.
I ready another arrow.
So you all watch as Flint guides the 4 prisoners out. Leeson looks very dejected. Like, I could have got more information out of them. Could have got more information.
Who says this?
Leeson.
The monk.
Well, I mean, I could tie you back up and leave you here if you'd like. Smart ass.
He goes, well, you took the others. They'll kill me now. Might as well get out of here.
Is there anything else in the tent?
No. The tent is threadbare.
The monastery that this monk is a part of, if you went by an acronym, would it be CIA? I'm just wondering. Because from the sound of it, that's what he seems to want to be. Goddamn James Bond wanting to get all the background information, getting yourself caught and shit.
But you're out. You've got only one rope.
Well, no. Flint specifically said he set up his rope.
Oh, you got 2 ropes. Okay.
Yeah.
You got 2 ropes. So let's do.
As I send climbers up, I'm going to send the weakest one up with guidance.
All right.
Nice.
Oh, easy. They are fueled by adrenaline and ready to get out. So all 4 standard prisoners climb up very quickly. Y'all point them where to go. And
Spider climb.
Talia, you are coming to the end of your transformation. What are you doing?
So I am now me again?
Not yet.
Okay. I'm gonna hop on somebody's shoulder and hitch a ride again.
It might as well just climb up the rope.
Yep.
That's a spider.
I would recommend do that with Flint because he's probably got the highest strength. So that
Yeah.
if you suddenly flip in the middle of climb, he's probably the one who's going to be able to take your weight.
It's
Well,
a 30-foot high cliff.
30 foot. I'm gonna hop on there and get out of there before I actually do turn.
Okay, so you'd be able to make it up in 6 seconds, no problem. The rest of you, I need athletics checks, and it will be athletics because you're going up and not down.
And what climbing kick gives me advantage, right? Or
Well,
just
it's more-
proficient?
Some more bless my climbing.
I would say yes. Are you a mountain dwarf?
Yes. I am a mountain dwarf.
Okay, then yeah, definitely.
Yes, I did it. That one.
I am so glad I climbed up with somebody else. I would have reverted back after I got that one.
Yes. Yes.
with you.
Artem.
2 of us.
Artem, yes.
So many ones. So many ones.
So
When I get to the top, I'm gonna toss down my pittance or my climbing shoes.
So many ones. We're gonna leave them for dead. It's too late for them.
Actually, let's see what happens.
Can our poorly tied rope just come loose as we're
Artem,
climbing?
you're
it?
not using acrobatics?
I wasn't allowed. I was
It's-
told athletics.
It's athletics to go up, not acrobatics. It's
He was trying to.
sheer cliff face.
She was trying to backflip up the rope.
Yeah.
You know,
So
it's not like you could have like profession thief or anything that could help you out.
The question your financial worth. Not as a person, but as a thief. I value you as a person.
all right. So far, no one's noticed. Go ahead and You said you tossed your climbing shoes down, Flint?
Did we describe what happened, by the way?
If you would like.
Yeah, so we're both climbing up at the same time, and the poorly tied knot in the rope comes loose, and we just basically fall in a tumble. I think Artem would be behind me,
Yeah.
and I would be up for the rope, so I just land with a thud into his stomach.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta talk about your diet here.
Let's see how far y'all made it up the rope for that.
Fuck.
Oh, you're a good 3/4 of the way up. So,
Right.
Artem, you actually cushion Elmira's fall.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. How much damage do I take?
6 per 10 feet.
I'm a gnome missile of 2d8 strength.
Three bludgeoning damage.
Pretty bludgeoning.
He is death from the ankles down.
That's right.
Ankles.
You got one more rope left. So,
Artem, if you don't say anything, I won't either.
I don't know what happened to that rope. I bet you it was all these damn prisoners we had to save that loosened it.
I mean, I am pretty sweaty. It just wants to come loose.
Yeah.
As soon as they start
Enemy is
climbing,
looking down.
I
As
say
Sally
a
is
prayer to the
climbing, I'm
multiple
gonna
gods whose emblems are around my neck, because one of them better help me out with this shit, and I try again.
so what were you saying, Flint?
as soon as Elmira starts climbing, I'm going to pull her rope up. They are taking way too long.
So, athletics checks again.
That's a 10.
All right, y'all are able to make it up.
12. And a
Nice.
16.
16.
Flint's pulling on the other side while we're
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to scamper up this
He,
side.
he
I'm okay
drags
with
he drags y'all up. Y'all just hold on to the rope.
Whee!
it. As we
Fight
start
for
getting to the
this.
top, I start muttering about how somebody must have loosened up that rope for it to give on us.
I think I'll call him sabotage.
Yeah. I think we need to get rid of one of these prisoners. I bet you they're a spy.
When they get to the top, I just hold my hand out for my climbing shoes.
Neither one of them picked him up.
Nope.
All right.
Sure didn't.
By
Uh,
Thalia looks at Elmira and says,
both-
"It's
you
okay.
both
I
owe
fall
me."
all the time."
Look,
So-
if you tie the rope around my waist, you can lower me back down. I can get him.
Flint, you tossed him, but you didn't say anything.
hmm I'm surprised he didn't have to roll an attack
I
roll
didn't
to
get a
possibly
chance
hit
to
us with
say
him.
anything.
I know. But you did get a chance to say you tossed him.
That's my new thing, though. I only say things once.
I'm surprised we didn't get hit by them.
That's a good choice. Do you want me to do an attack roll?
You know what? Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah,
I think it's appropriate.
Do a
Our two
little bit of
once.
retroactiveness here.
I have AC 18 for this attack roll.
No,
Nice.
no.
Evan.
And you know what? They didn't even see where they landed. They're in the
Nope.
bushes somewhere.
I'm going to collect the ropes.
So it wasn't our fault.
You didn't put
Well,
your
no,
name
you
in
can
it
only
somewhere
collect-
because I don't
you
want them
can
to come
only
after
collect
us.
one of the ropes, Flint, because the other rope went down to the bottom with us.
Yes, that rope is gone.
It's gone.
Well, I
So-
acquired this rope as mine
That was my rope, though.
for hauling you guys up.
I'll
That-
let you have it. I'll
No.
let you have it. This
Yeah,
rope-
time.
let me have
See,
it.
the rope
All
he
right.
pulled up was his. It was part of his climbing gear with his spitting.
Yeah, that's true. You lost your rope.
He lost my rope.
No, we lost your rope.
You want me to help you get your ass back down there real quick?
Nope.
Or should we just get going?
Yeah,
Your
let's
butt
do that.
fell with
All
your
right,
rope.
let's go.
The prisoners and Leosin are just
He-
standing there
he
going.
does-
They lost my rope.
They're just watching y'all going. This is our fucking rescue crew.
You
Look-
want to go
here.
back down there yourselves? I'll toss you
Yeah.
all down there too.
I
Let's
will-
roll out.
We'll leave you here.
Look, I already burned my lantern for this, so let's just get going.
We'll get you another lantern.
Flint, do you
I
want
gotta
to
go.
retrieve your pitten?
Nope.
All right.
You know what? I mean, yes. Why not?
You figured mountain dwarf climbing gear.
I'm gonna have
I
to
would-
buy more climbing gear anyways.
You can get the You can get the climbing boots separately. You can get everything separately.
That wasn't that expensive a kit.
Make a quick strength check for me.
I'm gonna blow his back out trying to get this pit out.
It's gonna cause an avalanche.
Nope.
Oh yeah, you just grab it and yank it out of the ground.
I somehow maintain eye contact with both Elmira and Artem when I do it. I said, I'm fine.
I stare back and establish dominance.
I give him
Really?
2 thumbs up. Good job.
Contested intimidation checks.
All right, I like it.
Give myself guidance.
I don't need guidance. Know how to rock, or not. I can just roll 1.
Yeah, that's a 1.
Oh, your sweat gets in your eyes and you immediately start blinking like crazy.
Hey, let's get going. I'm like drizzling here.
Hey, can a spider laugh? Because she's probably just like having a nervous twitch on the shoulder and probably just like crawling down awkward.
Would y'all get, as y'all start moving away, you get maybe a quarter mile from the camp before you start hearing loud gongs.
Time to speed up.
Thalia, you're no longer a spider.
Wait.
Your time has run out. You would have been smart enough to get off somebody's shoulder and turn back into your
That's why I said I was crawling
Yeah.
away awkward.
Yeah.
Time to run the crucible.
But
Head back to the horses.
all right. And considering y'all got in without being seen, were able to achieve your objective without much combat. Nothing worth putting a map up for, definitely.
When in doubt, use your biggest spell.
You're free and clear. You've got 4 horses, 4 prisoners, and Leeson.
We have a lot more people and less horses now.
Well, put 4 people on the horses, 4 people on foot. After 4 hours,
Well-
we switch up who's on horses and who's on foot.
These horses can double up.
They can.
Why tire them out with?
Well, think of it
Like
this
that.
way: you have Elmira and me on one horse.
I
And
can
then-
sit on Flint's lap.
A total.
Thalia
I
and
can walk.
would need to be probably
Herself.
Yeah, I'm medium, so I can walk.
Thalia, you could also
Get more smalls. We
transform
change.
into a horse,
I was gonna say
Or-
I can
or-
change and give somebody an extra.
possibly
something to ride.
something faster.
like a honey badger that Elmira could ride like a mount.
Exactly.
whatever we do. We gotta move quickly.
Yep.
Yeah.
No more 15-minute
Well-
discussions.
Let's roll.
You have noticed that there's nobody following you. They don't know
That we
which way
know
you
of.
came from, and they don't know which way you went. Is kind of with Thalia and Flint's passive insight. Y'all pretty much made it free and clear.
I'm not going to be happy till we see the walls of that city in front of us. So
So
let's
you're
keep moving.
able to travel safely back to town with no issue, no complications.
Sweet.
Elmira, that's gonna be a cannon, by the way. Turning me into a crate.
No problem. It's in my repertoire.
It wouldn't really be
I just
canon.
can't wait.
It's already canon. It would just be a reoccurring feature.
Dwarf in the
Right.
back.
So when you get major illusion,
Which I don't even think is a ranger spell, but sure, when we do it, I will get the feet. I'll get the feet for you. How about that?
We'll buy scrolls of it for you to use.
Yes,
Pretty
perfect.
just ridiculous. Polymorph into a walking crate.
So who's riding with Leeson?
Mimic.
Is that the elf?
Yeah.
I'll double up with him, I guess.
Okay.
Or be switching off with him. While we're on the way back, I'm trying to get an idea. How many did he see? saw that you were getting interrogated there. Who was that chick that was barking up a storm yesterday?
He says, gotta find the name. Dealing with the new information here.
It's Heather.
It says it was a
Series.
it was a camp. It was the Cult of the Dragon. They are gathering a horde for Tiamat. And they plan to bring her back.
Is anyone in here prestige classing into JTAC so we can call in snare strike on that outstanding?
Give me the level 5. Lightning strike is like,
Exactly.
it even makes a brat sound when I do it.
I'm just waiting until Thalia can turn into a large bird of some kind, and then we can call it a drum strike.
Rock.
They've got dragon eggs in the cave in the back.
That's kind of what I figured.
Yeah.
Even if I didn't figure that, it's kind of what I figured. I'll
Can you say what the
exception,
name of the
bullshit.
pink armored woman is?
No, I haven't found it yet. Ian.
I think it was purple armor, actually.
Yeah, it was purple.
Was that dragon scale she was wearing?
You definitely couldn't tell. And Leah,
I asked him. Oh, okay.
he doesn't know. He's like, they've had me beaten and just worn out the entire time.
About how many of them? Oh, wait, we already know that from our previous guys.
He said when I infiltrated them, we were able to make it back to the camp before I was noticed. It was a little over 200, what I would guess.
Gotcha.
I actually don't know her name. The 2 names I did catch. There's a black dragonborn named Resmir.
Who we did not see.
He was the one that set up the camp.
What's his name?
Resmir. And then the blue dragonborn, Cyanrath. He was
Can you spell that?
which one? Cyanrath?
Yep.
CYANWRATH.
Is he the one that fought Flint?
Yeah, Flint, you recognize that name.
Well, he never introduced himself.
He didn't. But
The battle was over too quick.
as soon as he said blue dragonborn, he goes, he carries a nasty polearm.
Oh, wait. Hey, Flint! The one that fucked you up was there. You wanna go back and show him who's boss?
See, unlike you, I don't need to secure my masculinity. I know what I did, and I did was right. What we need to do is get these prisoners back. Prisoners back home.
Yeah,
Stick with the mission.
I agree. We should
World's
get
worst
some.
thief.
We should get some more help, and then try to take that camp.
Now we're discussing this all as we're walking, correct?
Yes.
Okay, we're not just standing still.
No, I would never stay still.
He goes on to say, Resmir's going to execute me the next morning, so I was planning to escape that night anyways. I was going to wait till closer to daybreak when the guards were tired.
How are you
Yeah,
going
but it
to
would've
escape?
been you.
He pulls a dagger out of his sleeve, shows it to you before putting it back. I have my...
Were you just going to escape, or were the other...
I don't know if I would have been able to get the other prisoners out, so I do thank you for that.
You hear that, guys? He would have left you. Aren't you glad that we came and rescued you all? Big damn heroes we are.
We don't do that. We don't turn people against each other yet.
Ah, that's exactly what I just said after he dropped that line.
The problem is they plan to bring Tiamat. They plan to bring her from the Nine Hells into this world.
What do you know about Tiamat?
That's a bit above our pay grade as of right now.
All of you know Tiamat. Tiamat is quite common knowledge.
It's
In
wide
favor.
range of knowledge. Yeah.
The evil goddess of chromatic dragons.
Goddess of Dragons.
Chromatic dragons.
Yeah, no. Those words, Goddess of Dragons. That's a little bit above our pay grade right now. I know we're feeling pretty good from this successful rescue mission.
Artem, roll a d20 for me. Nothing special, just roll a d20.
Don't worry about the fact that this roll is going to determine when Tiamat eats you and how many sessions.
Oh, you're lucky this time.
Yeah, you got time.
15.
Your hand immediately goes up to all those pendants that you wear, all the
Yep. Oh, yeah.
um,
Different gods?
religious symbols that you wear, and like without even looking anything, you immediately grab a silver dragon pendant.
Yeah. And start muttering out a prayer? Yep.
Straight to Bahamut.
Don't get me killed here. What's up, big guy?
What's funny is as soon as you grab it, where it had been warm underneath your armor against your chest,
Yeah.
you feel a reassuring cooling sensation come from it.
I calmed down a little bit.
As soon as you finish your prayer. So, you've got the information. You make it back to town safely. What do you do?
Report to... What's his name there?
The mayor or the commander, I can't remember his name either.
I think he wanted us, the man-at-arms, or whoever it was who he wanted us to report to, because the mayor's busy.
Oh, Governor Nighthill.
Yeah, it's Governor Nighthill,
Yeah.
and then he's got his man-of-arms, who's another dwarf, right?
Escobar.
That's the bear.
So you make your way back to the keep.
Mhm.
Like, you
I
get
take it we let the other 3 prisoners there head off to their families,
Well-
if possible.
you get to the town center, the circle, with the inn and the general shop and stuff, and immediately one of the prisoners has the other one who's directing the horse stop the horse so she can jump off, and her family is actually sitting there waiting. She runs over to them. And y'all continue on to the keep.
Mm-hmm.
And you get there, and Nessim is standing there talking with Escobar and names. And the mayor. Forget the mayor's name.
Governor Nighthill.
Nighthill. Write that down.
I got you.
They're all talking as y'all make your way to the gate. Guards recognize you at this point. Having the gate opened as y'all approach. And you easily ride up to the 3 of them. Nessim looks at Leosin, and the look on his face is a mixture of relief and intense rage. for getting himself captured.
So I slip off the back of that horse, because I'm riding with him there, and I'm not gonna get yelled at for this shit. All I did was just save its ass.
Nighthill walks up to you. I take it your mission was a success?
Yeah, we got Leeson here. That's his name, right?
Yeah.
And then there were 3 other prisoners, or 4?
4. You've got
4
3
others.
with you at the moment.
Yeah, 4 others. One of them she found her family. They've been waiting on each other long enough. There's no reason to delay that reunion. If you don't mind.
We'll debrief her later.
Yeah. There's, as Lisa was saying, there's, 200 of them? I don't know if we want to continue doing this right here in front of everything, or if we want to head off to,
He looks at the other 3 prisoners, cocks his head, and says, I don't recognize these 3. And one of them pipes up, says, we're from further east. They've had us for a couple weeks now.
That's a lot of information you guys can get.
Insight check.
Roll insight check.
Never got assistance. If possible.
Yeah, y'all are riding together, so add a d4 to that.
So that's 19.
Yeah. They're telling the truth.
Okay.
That they
Are
don't
we-
they didn't feed us well, but they are skin and bones. They made us dig out that cave. That's what our job was. We dug, mined.
Maybe they can report to the quartermaster and get something to eat.
You hear a collective stomach growl go through all 3 of them. As soon as you mention food.
And I kind of directed that at Nighthill.
Nighthill looks back at Escobar, and Escobar's like nods very, very emphatically. Yes.
Do you have pen?
And starts waving them over where they
Do you
can
have
get food.
pencil and parchment and some light? Maybe we could start drawing out this box canyon where they have their base at. For when you're able to gather men, there's only one way in, one way out, with a cave at the backside. So, if we took the high ground, we could trap them in there and rain hellfire down on them.
Is that one watchtower that sits on top of the cliff?
Yeah.
And we're gonna need a lot of people. It's gonna be more than just us that's gonna be able to take this on.
Oh, exactly. That's why I was trying to pass the information on to Nighthill here, for when he gets his army.
Nighthill says, we'll send some of our best scouts to keep an eye on it. You'll know where it is.
Yeah. Give them directions to it. Let them know there's a rear guard there. What to expect at it.
Well, the rear guard, you all actually saw the rear guard come back.
Okay.
He
Well,
says,
at least let them know about the 2 guard towers.
yeah, we'll get that taken care of. And we'll get some eyes on it and see what's going on now that everybody's kind of resettled and we've assessed our damage. Thankfully, it wasn't too bad. Mostly doors and some weak fires. But hold on a second. And he heads into the tower of the keep for a couple minutes and comes back out and hands each of you a sack of gold. 250 gold each. As promised.
This hero business pays real well.
That's your okay for it.
Appreciate it. You wouldn't happen to have a spare climbing kit, would you?
I'm sure they can get you set up at the general shop. Sure, it wouldn't be too much of a problem for you, Flint.
So, Mayor, where do we go from here?
Well, what y'all said and what the monk has said is true. Probably need to worry about those eggs.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Monk, what is your plan?
Well,
I head off to the infirmary to get my ribs wrapped after having Elmira land on me.
It wasn't that hard.
No, but you're that fat.
No.
I've got to get information back to the monastery.
I'm half a bag of concrete at least.
Yeah. And that was, a good 20 feet that it landed. It fell from it landed on me.
I'm like a medicine ball at my house. Come on.
Yeah.
If y'all can take care of those eggs, then I can definitely get back and get the ball rolling on a counter operation against these cultists.
If we're gonna go after the eggs, we're gonna need some type of distraction.
And probably a lot more people, because if we get into that cave, that comes with a lot of people involved.
Yeah, well, there's 200 of them that we're going to be dealing with even before the cave. Or at least 150, say.
There's a couple of us, and there's a lot of them.
Yeah. We're going to
And-
need help to be able to get at those eggs.
That is their pride and joy, which means it's not going to be one guard.
We're going to need some help here if you want us to go after them eggs.
Well,
A lot of help.
tonight we'll get eyes on them, see what their movements are, try to figure out a good way, and we'll take a couple of we'll try to take a day or two, figure out what we're gonna do about this.
Yeah.
But we'll get eyes, and if they try to move, we'll have warning. So let's take a day, make a plan. And we'll go from there.
Sounds good.
Maybe we can get some friends to help as well.
Well, if you need us, then I guess if there's nothing else we got, we should get to resting.
Your house has been cleaned up.
I'd like to talk to those prisoners again if I could.
Okay.
So yeah, if I'm doing that now, so Elmira walks over, seems somewhat disturbed by their state, and she walks up to them and she actually hands them 20 gold each. Just look, take this with my blessing. Hopefully things get better from now on.
All three of them, 2 females and a male, all look at you with tears in their eyes and appreciate it. Definitely going to use this to get back east and get home.
Yeah, safe journeys to you. Be careful on the road.
We will definitely wait a few days before leaving. But thank you so much for getting us out of there.
Look, as long as you keep quiet about what happened with the rope, then we can consider it even.
What are you talking about?
Exactly.
And they nod. Plant Night Hill let you know that your house was ransacked, but they got it cleaned up, made what repairs they could,
Wasn't much there to begin with.
and also let you know that the house next to it is empty. And if you would like, it's there for you, and it's quite a bit larger than your current house. It's got a fancy basement.
Elmira's going to jump in the garden and look for tasty grubs for Beelzebub.
So you're saying it's much nicer quality.
It needs some work, but it could fit the kids and your friends.
I'll if the mayor will let us have it, we could use that house next door to mine to expand in case of more refugees.
I would still like to keep your current house as an orphanage.
That's the plan.
And you'll be, we'll just say you're the head man.
Well, that's much appreciated.
But on that note, you guys, as soon as you finish a long rest or level 3, you will level up.
Nice.
You have a house, and I will show you all that later.
Okay.
We'll go over it. I'll show it to you in Discord. And you can talk about decorating it, and I can make the decorations in my little editor. That way you'll have that all set up. But y'all completed the second chapter, so again, another short night, because I expected more stealth and intrigue, so I didn't prep for chapter 3.
Well, we made an IED and we said it, and
Yeah.
What more do you want from us?
So basically, Elmira's hunting for grubs. We got a new house. Want to say that with my character, after all that, basically you're gonna end up seeing her kind of walk off. You can see her. She looks physically bothered. Like this whole thing has just. She doesn't look like the same spunky, happy. Just she looks kind of distant.
Also,
So, something's a little off.
also, Thalia, the name Tiamat, it rings. It rings to the smell of brimstone, sulfur, the smell of Arctic air, toxic, acidic punch, and that smell of ozone. That's the feeling you get from that name. And that's the name that now rings when you remember your dream. Five heads, one for each color of the chromatic dragons, all attached to one evil goddess.
neat. Yeah, and then level 3 you said, right?
Yep.
Nice. Swarmkeeper time.
And
Yay, more stuff.
on that note, we'll call it a night. And we had no disconnects. Everything
This
ran
way smoother.
phenomenally smooth. So next week will be a standard long session.
Awesome.
Yay!
We got caught up, completed Enhanced Interrogation.
I want to play more. More D&D.
Well, next week we'll have a long one.
Okay.
So I'll work on getting those images into Discord for you guys, so you can tell me what you want to decorate, and we'll discuss like what you need to pay to have what you want, that kind of thing.
Decorate for what again? I missed that part.
Gotta have a house.
Oh, the house. Okay.
What about the property that I've been asking about before? Would I be able to nab something in town?
You mean Governor Nighthill's residence? The one to the very far north that's surrounded by the wall? It's Governor Nighthill's residence.
Well, I had also asked about if there were any properties that were open. I mean, you know, you lost a few taxpayers here.
I feel like I want to bushcraft a house in the garden.
Your picture, I only see your hat. Where'd you go?
I'm thinking about having something
There you are.
close to the walls, possibly decent size. I mean, cellar
wants to leave
preferable.
us.
No, I don't want to leave. No, I just need a base of
Something to take the
operations.
ladies.
No, base of operations for the sudden influx of possible black market materials that might be rolling through this town.
What are you talking about? We've had the discussions. They're scared to death to take the ladies. Because they have to woo me.
Oh, so you did.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those.
We're going MGTOW here.
I'm not one of those DMs that allows you to roll for seduction. You want to seduce somebody? Let's get down to it. Let's fucking do it, bro.
All right.
Awkward. So awkward.
I'm
There-
Two
Challenge
bottles of tequila,
accepted.
Josh.
There's no skill check.
Amen.
There is no skill check for seduction. There is intimidation, which we're not going to do intimidation. There's persuasion, which is a coercion.
I
And
bring out
there's
the white
also
wine.
Prostitutes.
I
Just
sl-
make life easy.
I slowly bring out
you
the
know
white
what?
wine.
You can do the call girls. That's just going to be a performance check.
He likes red
And that's
wine.
how much
I'm just
that-
helping
that-
you out.
That determines how much they're going to
I
charge
mean-
you.
Like, DM, and no joke, I have this on my hard drive. I have a book of erotic D&D. If you want it, you can have it.
Go.
You know what, Rua? You're right. But have you seen me show favoritism to anybody yet?
No.
He says, Mrs. Alley knows how to seduce me. It's an unfair advantage.
Trust me, it's not. He waits to kill my character, but he knows how much I love it, so, you know, she's just like, oh, wait, maybe I'll kill her next week.
I'm not here to kill you guys. We're here to tell a story together.
He uses it as leverage every single week. He sits
Oh,
there,
absolutely.
he's like, oh, I know that you love Thalia, maybe this week. He's like, oh, Thalia, maybe it'll happen this week. Oh, bitch! Where'd Grumble go?
I'm right here.
Oh, okay. He's like, deuces, bitches. He's like, I'm out.
But I am going to go ahead and end the stream for the night. Sorry, it was 2 short streams in a row, but we've been dealing with the You never know, Ro. It might happen. Although the snake might not be a snake, it might be a dragon. He says he wants your badger to fight a snake, so...
Yes.
Fight a badger, so...
It only seems right. Hufflepuff, Slytherin, it works. And I mean, come on!
Just so you guys don't think I'm lying, here's the actual book.
Oh my god.
Discord.
See, I have this
I
awesome
remember that
book.
book.
I have this awesome book that one of Mrs. Ellie Mai's co-workers gave us. Let me grab it.
He's
real
such a
quick.
cool coworker. He just brings me so much D&D stuff. And he's like, here, have this.
It's the Dungeons and Dragons Oriental Adventures. So I'm sure there's something neat in here that. Oh yeah, they've got dragons. Yeah, they have dragons.
He's given so many miniatures and dice and all sorts of D&D stuff. He's just like, I don't play anymore. Here you go.
Yeah, there's one called the Lung Dragon.
Oh yeah, my hard drive is just filled with RPG systems. I got everything.
Yeah, these are awesome. They're worms. So they are the snake-like dragons.
Yeah, we don't need
Giggity-giggity-goo.
no
All
Asian
right.
dragons.
But there's also a new book coming out that I'm going to use for this campaign. That is all the new dragons they're putting out.
Oh god.
So by the time we reach the next book, it's gonna go. There's gonna be a lot of homebrew coming up
Nice.
Nice.
as I switch stuff around and push stuff in.
Basically make a backup character just in case.
Oh, I already
And
got
then-
one thought out.
And then if you ever want to take a break, I have a session of drinking quest set up. Just saying.
I'm sure we will also have like if y'all ever make it to like the big cities and stuff, we'll have like downtime episodes where you want to go shopping and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like I'm playing the game. I want to stream the game like we would play it normally. That's why I avoid talking to the chat until we're done, that kind of thing.
Yep.
But I'm definitely like, if y'all want to look through the Oriental Adventures, I'm sure I could find it online to share with you guys.
Yeah.
Because if y'all want like specific weapons and stuff out of there, we can do that.
I don't know how many people have a VPN or not, but you may or may not be able to get every single D&D book ever made.
No. Not with how long it's been out.
Yeah, it's such an easy download to find.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Exactly, Dust Knight. You may or may not have that in 4 gig file sitting somewhere.
No.
There's a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know.
Just like I'm looking for.
Alamai, you're just sitting there looking through a book.
I am. I'm trying to find a picture of one of the dragons.
All right. I gotta hop off, but I'll catch you guys next week.
And I'll see you tomorrow, Dust.
Yeah. Do I get more Deus Ex Machina to save me?
No.
Oh.
I have a book to read. As
I'll catch you
nerdy as
guys
it
later.
sounds.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good night.
Bye.
All right, guys. All right, guys. Let me swap over to. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. I apologize for the short session, but again, they were halfway through when we were having technical issues and had to stop. So we wanted to finish that chapter. But next week will be a normal, probably 4 to 5 hour session, which will be about the standard for us. I'm glad I had no technical issues tonight, which made it so much better. We were able to stay in it. But yeah, I read the chat, and if it's something that I feel like I should respond to, I will respond, but typically I won't. Typically I will stay focused on the game. And I will have definitely a lot more information next week. Yeah, but you want to fight a snake with the dragon campaign. So it might actually be a dragon, not an actual snake. But it might look like a snake. Who knows? I have all kinds of stuff that I have access to. And it's so easy for me to homebrew stuff. Like, here we go. Page 152. That's what I was... Yeah. Like that guy right there. Yeah. Lung dragon. There's all kinds of... So awesome. Wow. They start tiny. Yeah, I've got all kinds of awesome books that I can get into, and more fins. But it's snake-like. They're aquatic dragons. But I'm creative enough. I could just completely homebrew a snake dragon, so which would be fun for me, would not be fun for her. But I am going to call it a night, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out, especially those of you that were here for the entire stream. Well, I homebrewed her giant honey badger. That's one of mine. I was very happy with it. I got a few more things to work on with it to make it that, and I plan on personalizing it quite a bit so it stays relevant to her character, and she likes it so much. Because moon druids, they don't get a lot. They're awesome. They're strong. But they don't get anything that really sets them apart other than a higher challenge rating at a lower level. They get to turn into elementals. Ooh, awesome. Cool. But I honestly think moon druids should have more to their imagination. So I like to mess with them. But I have plans. I have ideas. It's gonna be fun. Hopefully we can keep this going all the way through to the end of the campaign. So, thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Thanks for joining us on this story. And we'll see you next week. Have a good one.